might be the most powerful lead guitar video you ever watch and participate in. And that has nothing to do with me, but it has everything to do with you and this awesome ability that is going to come forth as you go through these backing tracks that you're about to play along with. So real quick, we're going to jump into this, but there are three tracks, well, one track, but you're going to play along with this track 3 different times throughout this video. Now, this is something you'll probably want to come back to and go over and over again, so I do have timestamps for each of the times that I'm sharing the example, so you can hear that, and also a timestamp for each of those times that you're going to play along with, okay? So you can go back to any one of those points in the video here. This first track, we're going to jump right into this. This first time around, I just want you to play some melodic stuff. We're focused on melodies, and that means we're playing not a lot of notes. We're playing some slower stuff, maybe add a little vibrato in there, some bends, that sort of thing. So here's the example of me playing just some really slow melodic stuff. Now it's time for you to do the same thing along with the same backing track. Okay, again, we're in the key of E minor here. I just want you to come up with some really cool melodies. Don't try to shred. There's no playing fast in this part or anything like that. We're going to get to that, don't worry. But before you play your melodic solo to this, and you can play over this, of course, as many times as you want, there's one other thing you may have noticed, and that was I didn't solo through the entire backing track there. So just kind of pay attention to that. There's no right or wrong way, by the way, but I did that so that I can sort of gather some thoughts along the way as to what I want to do next. Now, you may mess up. I mess up all the time. This is practice time, okay? We're not worried about any of that. You're not up on stage right now. We are birthing ideas throughout this process here. So I want you to think about melodies, maybe play some slower stuff, some melodic stuff, some vibrato, some bends. So your turn for melodic leads starts right now. Alright, good job, and you can go back through that track and play those melodic solos and just keep coming up with new things at any point. Remember, I have got timestamps in this video description here, so you can go back through this video, each of the 3 sections. On to section number 2, what I want you to do is kind of the same concept in regards to playing a little bit and then maybe letting the rhythm breathe to gather your next thought that's going to come out, okay? Give yourself some time, be patient with yourself, but I want you to do some cooler stuff this time. Not that the melodic stuff wasn't cool, it was very cool. I loved what you did, by the way, because I know it was something that was cool. But now, let's ramp it up a little bit as far as just trying some different techniques, maybe adding a little bit of speed to it, and whatever level you're at, it doesn't matter, okay? The speed is going to be relevant to where you're at. So don't try to play ultra fast if you're not quite there yet, but maybe play some faster stuff than you played in this last section here. So I'm going to play my part and then I'll put on the rhythm track for you. Now, a few things you may have noticed. Number one, I did not solo through the entire backing track. You can do that. That is perfectly fine. But my thought process is, well, let me gather my thoughts as I go through this process. Remember, you can always go back to that point and play over the backing track again as many times as you want. The other thing, you may have noticed some parts of my solo that maybe weren't as polished as what I might normally play. I want you to know that it's okay. This is the time we're practicing here, right? This is the time where it's okay to mess up. You're not on stage, right? You're not out there performing in front of 10 or 100 or 1,000 or however many people, okay? This is you practicing, and this is the time to try new things. So I want you to just to branch out a little, try some cool stuff. So it's time for you to shred right now. Alright, that sounded awesome. I am proud of you. This third and final time, okay? What I want you to do is think about some of the melodies that you played before, okay? Think about some of those melodies you played in the first. Again, timestamps are in the description for every piece here. I want you to combine some of those with some of the faster stuff you did in this second section that you just went through. That's what we're going to do for the third and final piece here. So I'm not even going to play anything here. I'm going to jump right into watching you do what you do best. Here's the backing track starting right now. That was awesome. You combine some melodies with some of the fast stuff and you are perfecting your solo skills now. You're adding all these things together. A couple of notes before we end the video. Number one, it doesn't matter, again, what level you're at in regards to how fast you can play, what you can pull off smoothly, what you can't. You are where you are, okay? Just be okay with that for right now because you're practicing and you're building. I want you to go through this video again, and here's the other thing that's very important, and I should have mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but I want you to film yourself. Remember, the timestamps for each of these pieces is in the description of this video, or you can just go back to one of the backing tracks. It doesn't matter, it's the same rhythm, and you could practice the first time around doing the melodic stuff. Film yourself, right? Set up your iPhone in front of you. That's what I have right now in front of me. Set that up and just record yourself playing along with the track there, okay? And then maybe go back to that and then do some fast stuff. Go back to that again and then combine the two. Combine the melodies with some of the faster stuff that you're doing and then go back and listen to yourself. And you'll be like, okay, well, this melody part I did over here, I like that a lot. Well, keep that as a mental note, or maybe just save that video, right? Because that's something that you can use. And you may go to another part of the solo in any one of those solos and be like, okay, well, that part over there, and I've done this, well, I don't know how many times, but too many to count. I didn't like what I did over there so much, so I'm just either A, I'm gonna work on that technique more, or I'm just gonna scratch it all together. I'm trying to do something that's just really not me. There's no right or wrong here, guys. This is all about you developing yourself as a lead guitar player, and I believe you have the power within you to do that. You've got everything you need right there, right in your hands. It's you, it's yourself, okay? And I think going through these types of videos, playing along with backing tracks, I think that's going to help you tremendously. The last thing I want to mention real quick is I am working on a melodic lead guitar course for you guys. I know a lot of you are in my other courses, Metal Riff Master, and some of you are in the beginner's course, Metal Guitar Apprentice. I do have links for those courses in the description of this video, so check those out if you haven't checked them out yet. But I am working on this course. I will keep you guys updated along the way. I know I've been talking about this for quite some time, but it's just been slammed, to be honest with you, with all kind of stuff. So that's a good thing. I'm not complaining, but it is coming. I am building that out. So do make sure you subscribe to the channel here. And of course, guys, if this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. That definitely helps my channel. And of course, I appreciate it. I hope you have an awesome day. Always keep it metal and keep playing music.